amazing view here. This is a view that we
everyone. This is the Starship flight, Starship second flight test. Um, Today we're just gonna be watching SpaceX's broadcast on the Starship. Um, if you're just now joining, this is the largest and most powerful rocket in the world. If you ever seen the last rocket launch of Starship Super Heavy, it did not go so well. Um, it was
potential to leak. Not good. Switching to
It was really bad. It exploded during separation, and hopefully this doesn't happen again. But I cannot believe this is actually happening in 20 minutes. I just can't actually believe this for some reason. But those are the engines. Lord willing, those won't turn off at middle of launch, because what happened last time was horrible.
Starship is designed for vertical takeoff and landing on any hard surface.
But if you're just now joining, again, this is the largest, the most powerful rocket in the world.
Because there are no runways on the moon and Mars. The ship features 6 Raptor engines,
yes.
3 of which are sea level, and 3 of which are vacuum engines with an expanded nozzle, which makes them optimized to operate in the vacuum.
But this is at Boca Chica, Texas.
Excuse me. The ship is featured with 4 flaps.
There's a hot stage.
So
just so it doesn't explode again, and so it can separate, because again, it's the largest rocket in the world. It's going to be pretty hard to separate. They're now using a new technique called hot staging. It's where basically the second stage fires its engines while it's still on the booster, so it can separate. And my video just lost quality. But yes, if you're just now joining, I'm just now going on the live stream, and we're about to watch the launch. So please stay tuned. We're about to watch the launch. Oh no. I hope low quality. Oh no. But this is the again largest rocket in the world. I can't believe it's honestly launching right now. But yeah, there's wide angle view. It's just amazing how tall that thing is. Yeah. Oh wow. This is. Oh gosh. Okay, hold on, everyone, just for 1 second. I am trying to figure out something. I'm trying to make it where we have the best quality, so please hang on. We're not leaving. We're just going. We just need to go right back to the live stream, so we can get everything under control, because the stream health is not good right now. But yes, again, if you're just now joining, we're trying to watch the Starship launch. We're just now setting everything up. So please stay tuned. You're about to watch the launch. Oh gosh. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Watch. Okay. We're going. Just hold on.
Successfully in the early 1960s, but they were not concerned with reuse, so there was no issue when the
Okay, so there we are right now. But this is just an up close. The smoke on the rocket is defrost. There's going to be frost from propellant loading, because of course the propellant isn't always in the rocket.
Because ultimately, when successful, it could increase Starship's payload to orbit capacity by 10%.
So yes, I cannot believe it's actually launching.
Hot staging also helps us maximize the vehicle's performance.
But if you're just now joining, this is the largest rocket in the world. This rocket's is going to the moon, to Mars. Not this flight. This is an unmanned flight of Starship 2. This is supposed to orbit around the Earth and land in somewhere around Hawaii. And the first stage booster is planned to land in the Gulf of Mexico. What I think is going to happen is it's all going to crash when it starts to land. That is the heaviest booster and the largest vessel in the world. don't think at least one thing's gonna go wrong. This is the hot stage right here they're using. This is the technique because it's so large that they can't even use like a normal technique of separating like a separating a Falcon 9. It's just so heavy. And you know what happened last time when we didn't use a hot stage? It blew up everywhere. But yes, if you're just now joining, again, we're watching a Starship flight test.
Maximize the exhaust gas that's going through those vents. We've also beefed up the ship's space heat shield to withstand the higher temperatures and pressures. And for today's test, like really getting through hot staging would be a major milestone.
But yes, there's a drone view.
There are some risks
so
associated with this test.
Creepy around the smoke. It looks like you're in a horror movie.
And booster are going to be pretty far out over the ocean in the safety zone and far away from
that's a lot of frost.
Yeah, regardless of what happens, it's going to be super exciting to watch.
This is actually
now, in addition to the first and second stages of the vehicle, Starship has a third stage that we call Stage 0. This consists of the launch mount, the tower, and the tank farm, all of which you can see there on your screen, as well as the pad infrastructure built around the rocket.
Stay tuned
fun
because
fact, it's the Guinness Book of World Records holder for the largest.
So we can probably get better quality of the stream, so just stay tuned.
But less visible right now, especially because of the fog, is our
quality.
new water-cooled steel flame deflector, and that's certainly a new upgrade for this flight.
Wow.
Yeah, on Flight 1, the Starship's launch pad was damaged pretty significantly during liftoff as those super heavy Raptor engines fired their full thrust into the foundation for more than 12 seconds.
That's honestly neat.
So now we have a new high-pressure water-cooled steel flame deflector system that we developed and installed between the flights, and there you can see the video of it dispensing 260,000 gallons of water. And that's designed to dissipate those loads from the Raptor engines and support rapid turnaround of the launch pad with minimal refurbishment between flights. Part of a rapidly reusable launch system also means the pad infrastructure. We performed multiple standalone tests and have used this new system for both the Flight 2 booster static fire tests. And we've also reinforced the pad pretty significantly from Flight 1.
Yes. Now, also part of Stage 0, we mentioned before, the launch mount. Kind of hard to see there, but it's what the booster is connected to. Oh, here we can see basically the legs of the launch mount. This is what holds Starship and all of its mass. It holds Starship during ignition, right there at the Super Heavy booster. This is what houses all of the equipment needed to fuel the Super Heavy booster and condition it for flight, as well as all of those electrical, communication, and data connections between the ground and Starship. Bottom line is, it's an important part of how we talk to Starship on the ground and understand that it's really ready to fly.
I can't really wrap my head around this.
And of course, the awesome camera shot there of those 33 Raptor engines.
Was 6 months ago.
Such a great view. We don't have that view for Falcon 9, so I love that we get it here. Now, as we mentioned earlier, the real game changer with Starship is not only mass-to-orbit capabilities, but that it's designed to be used over and over and over again with little to no downtime in between. Full and rapid reusability is the key to making routine space travel a reality, and SpaceX has been working on this since its inception.
All going to be destroyed.
Yeah, with SpaceX's family of Falcon launch vehicles, which are the first and only orbital class rockets capable of reflight. We started that, and Starship is going to take this even further with a reusable first and second stage. Now, while most rockets are expended after their portion of the mission, SpaceX rockets land back on Earth and are quickly returned to our hangars to prepare to refly again.
Exactly. In fact, 90% of all Falcon 9 boosters that have flown this year have been reused, or as we like to say, flight proven. So while launching and landing rockets may seem routine today, this was not always the case. For those of you that have been following along since our early days, you know that it took us 4 attempts before we successfully launched our first rocket to orbit. Here you see our Falcon 1 Flight 4. 15 years ago in September, that vehicle became the first privately developed liquid-fueled launch vehicle to orbit Earth. A Falcon 1 Flight 4 had not succeeded, it would have meant the end of SpaceX.
Yes.
And our first successful landings didn't come easily.
I remember seeing the
had to
April
miss the target a few times before we ultimately stuck the landing. But each of these landing attempts of how to not land an orbital rocket were teaching us what we needed to know in a flight-like environment to get that full picture of how all the systems interacted together.
Oh man, yeah, this is me trying to not get goosebumps watching this first drone ship landing. I hosted that webcast, and it was so exciting to see that iterative development approach that we took finally paid off after so many attempts of failing. Now that failure is expected to help improve future designs of our vehicles and systems. So fast forward to present day, we've landed F9 boosters over 245 times since our first reflight of an orbital class booster 6 years ago.
Yeah, and it really comes down to our design philosophy. If you're not failing in some way, then there's room to learn and push the design to improve. And failure doesn't just mean blowing up a rocket. It might be not being as efficient as we want to be or producing slower than we want to. So that approach has been the basis of how we've made all of our major innovative advancements.
It goes to Mars and the moon, but it gets refueled by another rocket.
All right. Now, Falcon 9 has certainly come a long way, and Starship will too. But as a reminder, today is a test. We really hope to get to stage separation, but any data received will help us improve. It's the second of many future flight tests of Starship before it becomes fully operational.
And these flight tests teach us about the limits of our design. They help us improve our understanding of the vehicle, and ultimately will help us to make Starship more reliable and rapidly reusable. So again, whatever the outcome and however far we get today, we can promise excitement.
This is all
planned. So why are we doing all of this? Why do we need a rocket this big, and why does it need to be reusable so quickly? And that answer goes back to SpaceX's mission, which is to make life multiplanetary.
We aren't just building a new spacecraft. We're changing what it means to go to space. By building the most powerful rocket ever flown and a ship designed to carry people, cargo, habitat, satellites, and more, we're unlocking a future where our dreams of exploration will no longer exceed our grasp. And this mission continues with flights like today's integrated test.
And these are flights where we're going to fail fast, but learn even faster. Where each time we're going to try something new while flying something that we've improved. And ultimately, that's going to build up a fleet to fly early and often as Starship rapidly evolves to become more capable and more reliable.
The first stop is our nearest neighbor, with a surface that hasn't seen visitors in more than 50 years. Under Artemis with NASA, Starship will return people back to the moon. After those first expeditions, we'll be ready to fly more people along with everything that it takes to build a moon base. Think about that. Hardware that will enable us to live on another world is sitting on a launch pad on Earth right now.
And the moon is just the proving ground. When the time comes to make that leap to Mars, everything gets ratcheted up by orders of magnitude.
The logistics of supporting an entire city on Mars are daunting, requiring millions of pounds of cargo flown from Earth spread out over thousands of launches. We just broke our own record for the number of launches in a single year, and we're going to break it again next year.
Now, in the years to come, Starship is going to dwarf those figures as we bring it online and truly make life multiplanetary. But for now, anyway, as the clock counts down to today's flight test, why don't we get another status update from John?
He hasn't posted any.
We're just over 9 minutes from liftoff as the countdown clock clicks to 0.
Wow.
The teams, good news is, teams aren't working any significant issues on the launch vehicle right now. Propellant loading is continuing on both the Super Heavy and the ship stages. Most recently, we began loading LOX and methane fuel into the header tanks on the Starship. And on the graphic on the left side of the screen.
But oh, sorry if that's what my voice was doing. If it was clinging on theirs. But yes, this is really, there's LOX, CH4, LOX, and CH4. I really hope this launches, at least launches, and I hope it really separates, because that was a bummer. That was like our, it was April 30th, I think it happened. Yeah, it was, I think it was April 30th or April 20th. But this is just, really exciting. Everything is go. Weather is go. Range is go. And vehicle is go. So everything looks healthy right now. really healthy. But the hot stage is what I'm wondering about. Because this is now remember, has this technique even been used before? Because this is a new technique on the strongest rocket, it's the largest rocket in the world, and we're working with like techniques that we don't even know even work. So, as you can see, there's frost coming out of the rocket. But again, like, is it even gonna work? I hope it does, because if it's supposed to burn off the booster, 7 minutes, T-minus 7 minutes. But if it's supposed to burn off the booster, then is it gonna like move around and mess up its course when it does that? That's what I wonder. And the deluge tanks, is it gonna get completely shredded?
Are fully loaded, and we'll have the 10 million pounds of liquid propellant on board the 2 stages of Starship.
You're just joining, this is the Starship, launched by SpaceX. It's a Mars rocket. It's not going to Mars right now, but as you can see, there's the engines. But this is the orbital flight test. It's just going to orbit. The booster will be landing in the Gulf of Mexico, and the lander will be landing at Hawaii, or somewhere near there. It's gonna be stuck in the ocean forever, because SpaceX just said that they're not planning on recovering it. Honestly, I don't know why not. 6 minutes left. But wow, I'm getting excited. Again, everybody's waited. Ooh, I almost dropped my computer. We waited so long for this. We've been waiting for the SpaceX to get done building the facility.
Sunrise, I think, was just about 10 or 15 minutes ago out at Starbase.
Yeah, these views are just incredible. Couldn't ask for a more.
But stay tuned. I'm going back to the stream. We're just having to go back to it because of the quality.
Primary objective today is to get through stage separation. We really want to test out our attempt to perform hot staging.
5 minutes, everyone. 5 minutes. I cannot believe this. But everything you see right here is more than likely going to be destroyed. Right there. To see those tanks over there? Yeah. More than likely going to be destroyed. There's a view. There's a Griffin view.
The 2 stages. So that's the primary goal for today.
The reason it got delayed to Saturday was because of a Griffin actuator. Which really I actually think was good that happened. Everybody can actually see it at Saturday now. Everyone can actually see it now. So everybody is here watching it. SpaceX, now they have like 100,000 views on their live stream right now on X. So yeah, credit to SpaceX for this. You can find their live stream on X or Twitter, and you can find it on there. I wish they'd really move back to YouTube, because they said they're not moving back to YouTube to promote Twitter, which I think everybody knows Twitter. I don't think it really needs a promotion. But yeah, wow, 4 minutes, almost 3 minutes. Wow. That is just, again, can't wrap my mind around that. That is like, just wow. Again, just like, but yeah, wow. So now we're gonna go back to the broadcast.
Flight 1.
Yes.
Flight 1, that was about as far as we got. We didn't have hot staging on that vehicle. So that's the first and foremost objective today. Get that.
Okay, quality is going down right back down. Let me, hold on, just give me 1 second. We're going right back to the stream. We just need a... No. It's only 3 minutes away. Come on, I don't want to miss it. I do not want to miss this. I do not want to miss this. Oh, gosh.
would cover most of our launch window.
Yeah,
and that's different.
I guess I'll see it on my other computer, but
you know, we need more time to pressurize the COPVs for flight levels. You know, perhaps fuel.
If the engineers just need to look at some of the data, see how engines are performing, or the avionics.
Exactly, those checkouts. You know, being able to have.
Minus 2 minutes, everyone. T-minus 2 minutes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is a really historical flight, so everybody's about to witness something really historical right now. But yeah, this is just again amazing. But just wow. Okay. But again, we're about to launch this. Oh my gosh, 1 minute and a half.
You can see maybe just a little bit there. 90 seconds. Wiggles are underway as we're checking out the first stage.
There's the gimbal.
TVC checks are complete. Next major event we're going to hear, hopefully, is the flight director go for launch at T-minus 30 seconds. As we're coming up on T-minus 1 minute, when we get to T-minus 40 seconds, we'll just listen in. Last time, as you recall, we did hold at 40 seconds, but it took a few seconds for the clock to recover, so we're going to watch that. And as we press to T0, we're going to watch and listen the second test flight of Starship.
Second test of Starship. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. I have to stand up to see this. Come on, this is just wow. Oh god. Oh god. T-minus 30 seconds.
T-minus 30 seconds. Back to rapid recycle.
What just happened? What? Is it frozen? Is it frozen? Count is frozen right now, so.
Back at Hawthorne, we're at T-minus 40 seconds in holding. We had a rapid recycle. We've not heard anything over the countdown net as the team works both first and second stages.
Okay, don't be worried, everyone. This has happened before on the last launch. It also froze. But this could it's just a quick fix. It's okay. Go ahead and launch it, or we can't launch it today, and it has to be a few days more to launch it again. So, yes, this is usually regular when it comes to like new rockets. Again, with like the Terran R, really new rockets. Yeah, this is normal, but again, this could mean just a quick fix. Okay, we're setting it loose, or it could mean that there's something wrong with it. So let's listen.
So right now they're working on filling pressure vessels.
Oh, okay, they're just filling the pressure. Okay, so this is normal. So it's probably 7 out of 30% chance that it's probably we're just gonna launch it because they're just filling the pressure. This is normal. So nothing bad. So yeah, again, completely normal.
And it's worth mentioning here that don't go away. We are holding at T-minus 40 seconds, but
right
once
now,
the teams
they're
have
just holding it 40, like you said, T-minus 40 seconds.
Minus 40 again, all towards lift.
But this is really just normal. We're just gonna wait here until countdown unfreezes. But don't go, cause they're probably. Oh, it's back! It's back! Oh my god, it's back.
Clock is rolling.
It's
T-minus 30 seconds.
30 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. Oh gosh. Okay, count is back. Again, so that was just normal. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. T-minus 15 seconds.
T-minus 15. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have liftoff.
It's lifting up!
Vehicle pitching downrange.
Yes, Starship! Oh my god. Oh my god. Launch it. Oh wow.
Booster chambers pressure normal.
Okay. All engines are working right now. But, oh, that looks so cool right there. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the booster.
We are T plus 40 seconds into the flight of Starship.
Oh my god.
33 Raptor engines
Acquisition
powering the
booster
first
range
stage.
up. Power and telemetry nominal.
We've heard power and telemetry nominal call out. We're heading downrange over the Gulf of Mexico. And that call out tells us Starship is through the period of greatest stress on the way to space. Now the next major event is hot staging in just over 90 seconds from now. To get ready, the booster will shut down all but 3 of the Raptor engines. Clamps holding the 2 stages together will release, and the Starship's second stage will ignite its engines. Starship will then separate from the Super Heavy booster and head to space. And at the same time, the 3 engines that are still firing on Super Heavy will flip the booster around. 10 more engines will ignite for the boost back burn, putting the first stage on path for a splashdown in the Gulf of Mexico.
Wait, did it just separate? Wait, hold on. I think it just separated. Okay, apparently I don't think it did. No, it didn't. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's not separating. Wait, it's not separating. Uh-oh. No, not again.
Engine power continues to look nominal on 33 Raptor engines. We're about to shut down the first stage and perform staging. Let's watch and listen.
Everything's nominal. Come on. Oh, don't flip. Don't flip. I see it turning.
And acquisition of signal Houston and New Orleans.
Is that flipping right there? Okay.
Booster engine cut off.
Okay, booster engine cut off. Oh my gosh. Booster's engine cut off. Okay, wait. It's
Stage
separated!
separation.
Boost back startup.
Ship engine ignition.
You're hearing the cheering. The first ever successful hot stage for SpaceX's Starship.
Incredible views of our Super Heavy booster. And as you can see, the Super Heavy booster has just experienced a rapid, unscheduled disassembly. However, our ship is still underway with all 6.
Power and telemetry nominal.
And we just heard there, ship avionics, power and telemetry nominal. All 6 engines are lit, as you can see from the GUI there at the bottom right-hand side of your screen.
First stage just exploded.
Now, we did know that the that hot staging was going to be incredibly dynamic. We knew that there was a chance that the booster would not survive, but we're going to take that data and figure out how we can make the booster better for the next hot stage.
Okay, but the lander's still going.
Yeah, that hot staging put a lot of load on the top of the booster, and of course it flipped around there, a lot of dynamic stuff happening.
Oh my God.
But ship is still going strong.
And it's doing great. Right now, the ship, the second stage, is on its way. Like we said, you can see all 6 of its engines are ignited.
exploded.
The next major milestone for the ship will be the shutdown.
SpaceX calls us. Oh no! 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 Don't do this to me! Don't do this to me! Oh no! 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 No!
Familiar terminology there. So far, today has been incredibly successful, even with the RUD of the Super Heavy booster. This is
that's actually kind of successful. I mean, the booster's separated. This is just neat. The booster just separated. That is already like a big success because it exploded without separating. But the booster, oh gosh.
Again, Starship's second stage,
I was
firing
really
those engines.
It was going to happen like it was going to land. Like oh my gosh, I can't wrap my head around that. It just exploded on our faces and like they just said and everybody's not just going to ignore it.
Of those engines, demonstrating controlled ascent, which is what it's doing right now, and eventually orbital insertion. We are hoping to basically send this around the Earth, and if it makes it this far, splash down in the Pacific Ocean, a couple hundred miles north of Hawaii. Now, if we get that far, like all of that sounds great. Secondary objectives for ship, again, continuing to gather engine data and about its health, performance.
Nominal ship chamber pressures.
Great news there. That tells us that the chamber pressures inside of the Starship, again, that's that small dot on your screen, basically the propellant pressures in the ship are looking good.
Yeah, the bottom right corner of your screen, you can see essentially a user interface showing us which engines are lit. So the 3 center sea level Raptor engines on ship are gimbaling engines. The 3 outer engines in the triangle, the larger ones, are Raptor vacuum engines. All of them continuing to fire nominally, so they're at the pressures that we expect to try to get into our target trajectory today.
Yeah.
And we're not targeting orbit today. We're targeting almost orbit today. That's very intentional as part of the mission design. The goal is to get to a thrust profile similar to what we would need for orbit, but also to get to the energy levels that the ship would need to dissipate for re-entry.
Did it just say loss of signal?
In a suborbital trajectory today, but that trajectory will get us to the energy levels that we need at re-entry, where we can really stress that heat shield and get valuable data on re-entry. And those calls that we are still on a nominal trajectory here and seeing nominal pressures means that we have a really good shot of hitting our target orbit.
Yeah. Now, if
the explosion itself was also a success, because think about it. Remember the April explosion? It took over like 5 minutes, or like just 5 minutes, maybe 2-3 minutes, which is unsafe. It took that long to just explode, but it all exploded in just a few seconds. But really, I wasn't gonna expect it to land anyway. I mean, but hey, at least it's going to orbit. Where is it? I hope that thing didn't just explode. I hope that's the jellyfish effect, not an explosion. Oh my gosh. If that is an explosion. Oh my gosh. Where is it? Was that an explosion?
They're standing by for a call out here. Coming up on the projected time that ship would shut down its engines.
Okay, so this is Seco.
as you can tell by the excitement from the crowd here at Mission Control Center in Hawthorne, there's a great view of our Star Command Center. That's our control center at Starbase, Texas. The crowd here, Mission Control Center behind us in Hawthorne. Everyone is super exciting. What a successful day this has been so far.
Why were they? There is no signal. Oh gosh, there's no signal. There's literally no signal, and it's out in space. I don't know. Probably in space. Yeah, it's in space. 148 kilometers.
And I mean, up to this point, major successful milestones through hot staging, which was the big objective.
A lot of success. Despite it just exploding and losing signal, it's separating, and the lander still and cuts back on its engine is already amazing enough.
Minutes, we'll be returning around the T+1 hour and 15-minute mark. And that's while we're waiting for Starship to continue on to its next step for re-entry. We're not totally sure what video we're going to get, and that video comes normally by overflying ground stations, but we don't have a ton along our flight path. So fingers crossed that we...
sadly, we may have to wait another 6 months.
And also give us a moment. We are hearing some chatter on the net, so we're going to try to parse that for you.
So apparently, we don't really know where the rocket is, I guess, right now. At least we don't. I guess flight control does. Again, loss of signal, but again, wow, this is just amazing. Even with the booster exploding and loss of signal on the station. Again, I mean, I expected honestly less. Wow. Again, just a wow. But
John Innsbrucker back here in Hawthorne at our webcast desk. We have lost the data from the second stage. We had heard a call out that we were internal guidance, which means we were getting near the end of the approximately 6-minute burn of Starship. But we haven't gotten any more data since then, so we think we may have lost the second stage. So we would not be into coast phase. We wouldn't be able to come back in an hour or so and possibly get ready for re-entry. However, what we do know right now is we had an on-time launch at 7 o'clock. We got through the boats. First stage looked beautiful with 33 Raptor engines firing. We got the hot staging, you know, the thing that we really wanted to see and impressed. We saw the separation, we saw the flip maneuver, we saw the light up of the 6 Raptor engines on Starship, and it headed away. Everything really looked good.
Wow, okay.
But what we do believe right now is that the automated flight termination system on second stage appears to have triggered very late in the burn as we were headed downrange out over the Gulf of Mexico. But the real topping on the cake today, that successful liftoff, Kate, Shiva, the hot staging is just beautiful. Exactly what we were looking for.
Yeah, ultimately, honestly, such an incredibly successful day. Even though we did have a RUD, or a rapid unscheduled disassembly, of both the Super Heavy booster and the ship, that's great. We got so much data, and that will all help us to improve for our next flight.
Of course, and that's why we flight test, and you can bet that there's going to be more to come. So we really do want to thank you all for joining us. Of course,
dang, so I guess first off, in another 6 months, somewhere around there, I guess we're going to see you again in another 6 months or another year.
And I think with that, we're going to sign off from here in Hawthorne.
Okay. But, yeah. It just basically exploded right in front of our faces. And it's just, wow. But unfortunately, we lost Ship 25. Again, one of my favorite landers out of the Ship Garden. But again, if you're just now joining, the rocket just exploded. Not the whole thing, just the booster. The booster, the hot stage was successful. It managed to separate, which is actually good. We know how to separate, but when the booster started to get back, it wasn't so successful. It exploded. But Ship 25 is also... Why is everybody just now joining after it just ended? Anyways, but it again, I'm just now on Twitter looking for any data, seeing if anybody has any photos of what just happened. But Ship 25 FTS triggered, but what a win. Amazing performance from the booster, firing all 33 going uphill. Hot staging worked, all 6 engines on Ship 25 firing for a long duration. And all our cams around the pad are okay. No rock tornadoes this time. Okay, that's coming from NASA Spaceflight, Chris Bergen. 29 seconds ago. But wow. But I'm gonna end it here. Again, that was an amazing launch. Again, I can't wrap my head around that just happened. Can't wait for again. I guess Starship flight test number 3 will happen in about next year. So see you in 2024, and